Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. We're going to be talking about former Teen Mom star Nathan Griffith. Y'all, it has popped off with him, and he is back in jail, and it's not looking good for him. It has literally, this just continues to spiral. I read the news early this morning that he had gotten arrested. And from my first understanding, it was for a probation violation. I got more news as the day came along. It is now transpired into Jenelle taking up for him. Jenelle did a TikTok video where she took up for him, even told her viewers that Nathan was actually on his way to her house, that she had sent for him an Uber and he was walking out the door to get in the Uber to come to her house when he opened the door and saw the police there. She was on the phone with him when he was like trying to negotiate with the police officers to not arrest him. And she was even on the phone on a FaceTime call after Nathan was arrested in the back of the cop car. And according to Jenelle, she heard the cops like laughing over the fact that they had arrested Nathan. So much so that they were saying things like, "Oh, we won't have to worry about him for the next 2 years because he's going to be in jail." And she was like, "They had no idea I was still on the phone." So we have Jenelle defending Nathan, saying that she was on a FaceTime call, that Nathan was about to come to her house. And we have Nathan's girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, I'm assuming, she released a bit of a call from Nathan. Nathan's in jail, calls the girlfriend. She records the call and puts up a piece of the call on her social media account where Nathan is basically telling her, "You don't have to go to court. If you don't go to court, all of this will go away. Please don't go to court." And she tells Nathan that she's going to protect herself. Also, that's not it. She posted a message from Nathan's mom, Doris, where Nathan's mom texted her and said, "I thought you said he didn't touch you, but he's been charged with assault by." So why is that? And the girlfriend didn't respond, or she doesn't show a response, but she did type over this text, "I called you, man." So it seems like Nathan and the girlfriend got into it. The girlfriend must have called Nathan's mom. According to what Jenelle said, Nathan FaceTimed his mom and was on a FaceTime call with his mom the whole time he was fighting with the girlfriend. Nathan went live as well. It's being alleged that he went live and the girlfriend was trying to kick him out of her vehicle. So there is so much going on with this, you guys. However, this is wild. There is so much going on. Trigger warning. We're going to be talking about assault, DV situations. So if that's something that you can't take, I completely understand. You can skip out on this one. Taylor, y'all, I got a lot of messages about this. So if you send me a message about this, thank you, thank you, thank you. If I don't respond, don't think, "Oh, I'm not going to message her when stuff like this happens," because she doesn't respond. It might just be that I'm somewhere where I don't have good service, or like today, I was at a luncheon for my son. We had an academic luncheon for my son who is in 12th grade. So I was there at the school. We don't have good service, but I literally like opened up my emails and I saw like several emails. I opened up Instagram, saw several messages on Instagram, people telling me about this, but I couldn't send out messages. I think like 2 of them actually went out from the school. But I did see it. Thank you. Always, if you come across something like this, always send it to me. Always, always, always send it to me, because while I may have been alerted, I might not have. You might be the first person that I see it from. So always send it to me, even if I don't respond, send it to me. So I do appreciate everyone that did send it to me. But let's get into what's going on. So the Sun put up the first article letting us know what's going on. We're going to watch Jenelle's video as well, where Jenelle tells us what's going on, right? Let's look at the Sun really quickly. This story just keeps updating. I'm glad that, because if I wouldn't have had the luncheon this morning, I would have jumped on a live real quick and went over it. But so much has transpired since then. I'm actually glad that I didn't jump on a live right then to go over it. Okay. Teen mom Jenelle Evans' ex Nathan arrested and jailed for DB by S. Nathan is still in jail awaiting his first court date on new charges, and his court date is this coming Thursday. The Sun can exclusively report that Nathan was handcuffed Wednesday night, April 23rd, for DB by S and violating his probation in Las Vegas. I'm having to watch what I say so this doesn't get like demonetized. I guess it's no, it's next Thursday. It's gonna be next Thursday. Today's Thursday? It's gonna be next Thursday. Okay, a Clark County Detention Center spokesperson told The Sun that Nathan was taken into custody at 9:35 p.m. yesterday evening. He is still behind bars as of Thursday morning and cannot be bailed out due to his alleged probation violation. So more than likely, he is on a probation hold. So if you're on probation and you get arrested, your probation officer will put you on a hold. He is due to appear in court Thursday afternoon. So I guess it might be this afternoon. Nathan's alleged victim has not been revealed, but we do know now that it is his girlfriend, Anastasia. I think it's Anastasia, I think. So Nathan was dating a 21-year-old girl named Anastasia. That looks Anastasia or Anastasia. Whatever. We're going to call her Anna. Nathan was dating a 21-year-old lady named Anna. They often posted photos together at the gym. On Thursday morning, she posted the lyrics to a song, Wasted Love Freestyle, and she shared a sad selfie. Yeah, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry if I don't message back, but it doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. Always message me. Anna also deleted all the photos off her Instagram of her and Nathan. And I noticed that Nathan had unfollowed her. I did go to Nathan's page and noticed that he had unfollowed her. Less than 2 years ago, Nathan was arrested for DB by S. So the same charge. He was arrested 2 years ago after an incident with his sister, Heather. Heather told The Sun in an exclusive interview after the July 2023 arrest, Nathan tried to kill me, his own sister. My husband went out of town yesterday. So this is the old event. I want to get into the details of the new event. So she said, this is Nathan's sister, the incident that happened July 2023. My husband went out of town. Nate had been sober at least a week, but he decided he was going to a drink immediately after my husband left. That's when the threats and everything started. He said to me, well, you know who is not home to protect you. He would not let me leave the house. So Nate wouldn't let his sister leave the house. Nate came across the kitchen and started doing what he does to all women. He started choking me, Heather continued. And she was referring to Nathan's February 2023 arrest for DB by S. And that happened in Florida. This is a heart necklace. And yes, I think it's the same link that I gave you. Are you talking about the link to Amazon? Oh, sorry. So February 2023, he was arrested for DB by S. That was with a girlfriend. So his sister's like, he did this to a girlfriend. Now he's doing it to me. The Florida charges against Nate were ultimately dropped after the victim refused to cooperate. So his sister refused to go to the court hearing. However, she said he threw me on the ground, got on top of me, and told me I was going to die, that he was going to unalive me. In between sessions of him choking me, because he was trying to make me black out, I said, Nate, I'm your sister. How can you do this to me? And he's like, I don't care. You're going to die. Finally, when he stopped choking me for like the 5th time, I put my knees to my chest as best as I could, and I kicked him across the room and ran out the door. 6 months after the arrest, he checked into rehab. According to the Ashley's Reality Roundup, Nathan pleaded guilty to the charges and was sentenced to a strict Veterans Court program. Nathan served in the Marines, which he once told the U.S. Sun left him disabled and suffering from PTSD. However, he was kicked out of that program for not adhering to the programming rules and policies in July 2024. He was then resentenced to indefinite probation and could face up to 48 months in prison for a violation. Okay, let's hop over to the Ashley because the Ashley has more information as to this particular incident, and it's not focusing so much on the sister situation. We're also going to listen to what Jenelle had to say about this, and I'm actually shocked to hear Jenelle defending him, but whatever. So close to 100K. Okay, Nathan arrested for DB by S, probation violation. Jenelle Evans reveals her involvement and defends him. He's behind bars. The charges appear to be DB by S. Nathan was arrested Wednesday night, hauled off to jail in Las Vegas, where he remains as of press time. Nathan was charged with DB by S, as well as violating the terms of his probation. So just on that violation charge alone, just on that one charge alone, a violation of probation, he is facing up to a possible 48 months. And he was on probation for the last time he strangled someone. He pled guilty to strangling his sister 2023. He is on probation for that crime. In July 2024, Nathan agreed to the terms of his probation, stating that he was aware that if he did not follow the terms, he could be sentenced to a minimum of 12 months in prison and a max of 48 months in prison. This means that if Nathan is found guilty of violating his probation terms on Wednesday night, he will be spending the next year or more in one of the Nevada Department of Corrections' finest clings. Why do they call it clings? I don't know. So he'll be spending probably minimum 12 months, unless he gets some sort of, unless he gets a deal like Ryan Edwards gets. Y'all know how Ryan Edwards used to, like back in the day, he kept getting in trouble and he never had to spend any time in jail really. So unless he gets like a deal like Ryan used to get, I think he's probably going to spend some time. So from what the Ashley can gather, Nathan was arrested after a fight with his 21-year-old girlfriend, Anna. The former soulmate of Jenelle was seen live on social media briefly on Wednesday night, filming his girlfriend, whom he has been in a very public, over-the-top relationship with, and his girlfriend was telling him to get out of her car. Things appeared to escalate later that night, with Anna apparently calling Nathan's mother, Doris, for help. Nathan was arrested around 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday night. Doris was apparently not happy about it. On Thursday, Anna posted a screenshot of a text conversation she apparently had with Doris, where Doris writes, "Well, you told me Nate did not, but they have him charged with a DB by S." Anna added the comment, "I called you first, man." So there's Doris sent that to Anna. "Well, you told me Nate didn't, they have him charged with," but the girlfriend did not respond, or if she did respond, it was after she screenshotted that. Nathan is being held on a $15,000 bond for the strangulation charge, but there is no bond set for his probation violation as it is currently under review. He is being charged to go. He is scheduled to go before the judge Thursday at 1:30 p.m. So I guess that is today. Nathan has a history of being charged with DB by S. In addition to the crime against his sister in 2023, he was also charged February 2023 for the same crime while he was married to his wife, May. However, it wasn't with May, it was with a girlfriend. The case did not move forward because the alleged victim dropped all the charges, did not show up to court, which is what Nathan is asking Anna to do. It says he had a similar altercation with May, but I didn't think it was with May. I thought it was with a girlfriend. Him and May were on a break, and it happened with a girlfriend. But this says he had a similar altercation with his wife, May, in January 2024 that ended in her being that is right. There was one with her where she was arrested, with her being arrested for DB against Nate. Her charges were eventually dropped and the couple split up. It is unknown if they're still legally married. The Ashleys found no indication that either has filed for divorce. In 2016, Nathan was arrested in South Carolina for attacking his then girlfriend, Jessica Henry. She told the police at the time that Nathan had came into her room while she was sleeping and started choking her. March 2015, Nathan was arrested for DB against Jenelle when he allegedly tried to rip the engagement ring that he had given Jenelle off her finger. That incident played out on an episode of Teen Mom 2 where, Nate could be heard screaming Jenelle in the back of a police car. And he was like, "Why am I being arrested? Is it because I'm a guy?" He's also been arrested numerous times for alcohol-related charges. Here's his collage of mugshots. And that's probably not even all of them. Nathan has been dating Anna since last year. The couple frequently post extremely sappy and sometimes downright concerning tributes to each other on social media. In January, Nate and his barely legal lover posted that they frequently cover each other's eyes whenever a sex scene is shown on TV or in a movie in order to remain pure for each other. That's a little, I mean, if it was like a funny thing, like, don't look at her, don't look at whatever, but the fact that they like legitimately do it, he says it started at a joke, but now they decide to do it because we don't want to be polluted. She covered my eyes during a sexual content scene of a woman, and the very next scene, it was of a guy. So now we just do it every movie we watch because, yes, we have a past, which we don't talk about, but we don't need to go any further than that besides each other now. Our eyes are meant for each other. Earlier that month, Nathan made another concerning post on social media where he rambled on TikTok about how people in relationships should be given no privacy. Nathan highly concerned his followers during the live due to him slurring his words and proclaiming that it's okay to control your partner's phone, life, and activities if you are in love. That live, which had more red flags than Nick Cannon has baby mamas, had Nathan proudly proclaiming that if a person allows their partner to follow people of the opposite gender on social media, you are setting them up to cheat. Nathan said, I've never been so happy in my entire life. I haven't. Before declaring that he follows no other women on Instagram and that his girlfriend follows no other men. So, update. Jenelle, she posted a story on TikTok revealing that Nathan randomly called her yesterday around 7 p.m. asking for help. So, we're going to play that really quickly.
Story time for you guys. So buckle up.
Okay, so this is about 8 minutes long. This is her. Mind you, she has not heard from Nathan in a while. She gets a call and she immediately offers up her house for him, which, I mean, honestly, I don't like Jenelle. I do not like Jenelle. Don't get me wrong. And I believe if Jenelle was with any man at this point, she would have said no. So it's probably just because she was single. It's probably just because she was like, oh, you know what? I can have him here helping and it'd be easier for me. So yeah, sure, come to my house. But yeah, she immediately was like, yeah, sure, I'll help. Here's money for an Uber. You can come stay at my house for a few days. You can sleep in Kaiser's room. But let's listen to her version of events of what transpired.
And do I got a story time for you guys? So buckle up. Sorry for the background noise. There's a lot of planes, there's a park behind me, and there's birds everywhere. So you may or may not know, but my son Kaiser, his dad is Nathan Griffith.
We know that girl.
Kaiser has not seen Nathan in a year, maybe 2 years. I think it's been 2 years now. But we're both living in Vegas, and he doesn't even reach out, which he knows he's guilty of. With that being said, Nathan randomly called me yesterday. It was like 7 p.m. And he said, I need help. He's like, I usually don't ask for help, but I need help. And I said, I thought you were calling for Kaiser. He's like, no. Me and my girlfriend got into an argument. She ended up leaving the house, and now I need to leave before she calls the cops on me. I said, what did you do? Did you make her mad? Did you cheat on her? He's like, she thinks I cheated on her, but then also I've been drinking, which he knows he's not supposed to do because he's on probation. So Nathan books an Uber. I gave him my address. I said, listen, you can come over here. You can spend the night. You can stay in Kaiser's room because he has a queen size bed. And then in a few days, you got to figure out what you're doing. But I will give you the option of trying to help you. And I'm only doing that because, of course, it's Kaiser's father. So we booked the Uber. And he said, hey, my Uber's here. I'm about to leave. And as soon as he opened the door, the cops were there. And he shut the door. And I said, did you shut the door? He's like, yeah, I'm not going out there. I'm like, you should probably go talk to them. He's like, no, they can call me. So as I'm trying to talk him through, maybe you should speak to the cops. I'm like, did you hurt her? No, I didn't do anything, Jenelle. I just want to leave. He was crying his eyes out. He's like, I don't want to get arrested again. I'm going to get arrested again. I said, well, you shouldn't be drinking. That's your fault. I said, but if you didn't hit her, I said, you need to go talk to them and tell them that. And he told me this girl has a
okay, Zuna's like, wait, why would the cops be called if he was cheating on her? So Nathan and his girlfriend went out. Nathan drank, apparently got drunk. She got mad. I guess in their argument, she may have accused him of cheating. But one of the issues, too, was the fact that he was drinking. So they got into an argument. Cheating comes up. Him drinking comes up. On the way home, he goes live because she's trying to put him out of the car. So the call to the police wasn't because he was cheating. It was because an argument ensued. And I guess maybe it was getting a little too heated for her. Um, so yeah, that's why. Hope that makes sense.
Attacked me. I tried to leave 4 or 5 times. She didn't let me. She did circles around me. He was on FaceTime with his mom while all of that was happening between him and his girlfriend. So the whole time this whole incident was happening, he was on FaceTime with his mother. And his mother talked to his girlfriend. His girlfriend said, "Look."
Yeah, I want to point that out too. Is Jenelle said she was going to let him come stay with her. She's like, he knows he's not supposed to be drinking. Jenelle, you probably need to cut back a little bit too. But how smart would it be to bring someone to your house that is apparently violent towards women, struggling with alcoholism, but then he struggles with alcoholism, and all you do is drink every day? Like, could you guys imagine if Nathan would have made it to Janelle's house, moved in with her, where she drinks every day? It would have been no time, and they would have been tied up, and he would have had his hands around her neck. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, that's. And then once again, Kaiser and Inslee and Jace would have been subjected to God knows what. Elle Reed. Okay, according to Nathan goes to court in 10 minutes. They update the docket pretty quickly, and the minutes post. Okay. Keep me updated, because someone put my email in the chat, because once an update happens, I'll probably end this live and come back with another update. So it can be 2 separate videos, so everything's not crammed into one. So can one of the mods put my email address? And Kara, can you email me when you know something? So I'm like, could you guys imagine? He struggles with a drinking problem, can't stop drinking. He becomes dangerous when he drinks, apparently. And then there he is over there at Janelle's house, where she drinks from sun up to sundown, allegedly, from what's being said. And then they're all over there drinking together, partying, him, Tori, Janelle. And then he rages on her in front of the kids. Like, thank God he probably did make it over there. I mean, I guess it's commendable that she's like, help. Like, you're my child's father, sure. You need a place to go, come here. That's okay. But I don't think it would have been a good idea at all.
Look, he just got on top of me. He didn't strangle me, but it scared me. So then I called the police. So I was on FaceTime with him from 7 p.m. until 9:35, when they ended up breaking inside the house and tackling Nathan to the ground, even though he wasn't resisting when they arrived. And they promised Nathan, we're just going to talk to you. We're just going to talk to you. But then as soon as he would open the door, they're like, put your hands up. And Nathan, I'm not trying to stick up for him, but he has PTSD from being in the military and people shooting at him. So when he heard that, he shut the door and he got scared, and he started crying to me even more. And it was really, really sad. So as I'm on Nathan had 2 phones. As I'm on Facebook.
And I just say, I have PTSD. It's not from war. My husband has PTSD because he's a veteran. But I do have PTSD when it comes to police officers due to my arrest. I was falsely arrested and guns were drawn on me and I was cuffed and thrown on the ground. I have PTSD. So now, like, I'm really terrified of cops. So I can kind of understand a little bit, probably like a minute amount of like him, like, if a cop gets behind me, I pull off the road. Even if there's nowhere to pull off, I will pull onto the shoulder and let them pass and wait a minute and then get back out onto the road, because I hate cops being behind me. So this guy was, has been to war where, being shot at, friends killed. So I could imagine, cops being outside your door, banging on the door, knowing they have weapons. That might be triggering for him.
Time with him, he was also on another phone talking to police, and the police were trying to convince him, we're just going to talk to you, come out, we're not here to arrest you, just want to speak to you, everything's fine, Nathan. They tried talking to him for literally like an hour and a half, and he would not go out there no matter what I said, no matter what they said. So that's why they ended up coming in. Now I don't know if they had the right or authority to just break in, because his probation officer wasn't there. So legally, I don't know. So they tackled him to the ground, and the cops forgot to shut off FaceTime, and they got Nathan in the cop car. Once they got Nathan in the cop car, they said, oh, well, at least we don't have to deal with him for another 2 years because he's going to be gone in prison. And then they started laughing about it. And then he said, yeah, if he gives you a hard time, just tase him in the back seat. And they forgot to hang up on me. So I heard all that. So then in the morning, I wake up and I see that his girlfriend's out posting on social media that, they broke up. And I talked to Nathan's mom, and Nathan's mom is just like distraught. But what gets me is I understand Nathan was drunk, but honestly, I mean, if he was on FaceTime with his mom the whole time and the girlfriend admitted to his own mother that she didn't get hit, I don't understand why both of them didn't get arrested. Before Nathan got arrested, they said, we got your girlfriend in handcuffs. And he's like, why? Take her out of handcuffs. And they're like, no, because she's charged with domestic violence as well. Because I guess she bit him and he had 2 bite marks. And he's like, she bit me. She hits me. He's like, well, you got to come out here and show us that. And he didn't want to because he was scared. Fast forward to this morning, she posts on social media and she acts like she's sad, which I understand. She's probably a little sad because that's a sad situation to end up in, but also I think it's equally both their faults, in my opinion. So I had my little spy do a little research.
What's crazy is the fact that she says, and this is if you want to take what she says as the truth, but according to her side, that Nathan's girlfriend was going to be arrested as well. So, but she wasn't arrested. But now Jenelle says she dug into Nathan's girlfriend to find out a little bit more about her, and finds out that Nathan's girlfriend. Listen to this, because I'm like, girl, just because somebody's been arrested, you're making it out like they're a bad person when you've been arrested several times too. So listen to what she's about to say about Nathan's girlfriend.
On his girlfriend. And we found out her name's Anastasia Biddle. She's 21 years old. She comes from Yuma, Arizona. And I guess her family lives here as well. And she's been arrested before. Here's her mugshot. Again, I don't know what she was arrested for, but apparently she's not so innocent either. So with all this being said, I just wanted some help with Kaiser, and I wanted to actually force Nathan to stop drinking. Since I'm single and don't have another man here, it'd be really nice if Nathan can help out sometimes. So I can he can take Kaiser to the park sometimes with the kids, or just do normal dad stuff. I was willing to give him that opportunity, and he didn't make it out before the cops got there. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. It's sad, and it was really sad to see him cry. Also, I've been in contact with his mom since all this has been going down, and I said, why hasn't he got help for drinking? And she's like, because honestly, his probation officer is going to violate him. And I said, what? And she's like, yeah, you have to go to rehab, messed up, drunk, something for them to accept you. And she said, once you get out of rehab, I'm going to violate you for being drunk. So he can't go get help. He can't stop drinking. So where's the middle here is what I want to know. I think it's very hard for people to even get into rehab in the first place. And when they're willing to go, that is a time to get them in. I think someone needs to advocate for Nathan. And I think by me sharing this, I'm hoping it'll get back to the cops or the judge or the P.O officer somehow, because this time I don't think it was entirely his fault. I know his intentions last night. He was more sad than angry. So I'm not sure what really happened, but don't take her word for it, whatever she's saying, whatever she's posting, because I think both of them are in the wrong for this. And they both just need to go their separate ways. Nathan needs to focus on himself, just like I am, being single, and I'm not even going on dates or anything. And he was saying, I'm scared. I love her so much. And I'm like, I know you love her, but you got to get over being lonely. You just got to. And it's hard to do that. I mean, it took me almost 10 years. So I get it. But, I'm still here for Nathan if he needs anything, because it's sad to see him in that situation. But yeah, that's what ended up happening to me last night. Other than that, I'm just sitting here waiting for my pool to be filled. And I moved. So I'll give you a life update later, but I just wanted to get this out there because it's all over the social media. But yeah, that's my testimony. Bye, you guys.
So, of course, I don't know. I feel like Jenelle could have kept quiet with this. This is her son's father. I know everybody's talking about it right now, but I feel like she wanted to get on there to be like, I offered help. Like he called me and I quickly offered him, I sent an Uber after him, offered him a room because I thought, oh, I could bring him here and let him be a dad to Kaiser. I'm single now. So I thought it'd be great to let him come here and, work on that relationship. But I'm like, girl, listen to what he's involved in right now. He is literally a struggling alcoholic with mental health issues, fighting with his girlfriend. Let him move in with you and see what happens. It's not going to be good, right? Either way, his girlfriend made this post because he called the girlfriend from jail, which I'm like, I don't know if you should have done that. But the girlfriend posted a little snippet of, let me see. I'm on live, baby. I'll be back out. Hold on. Okay, so it's been deleted, but the girlfriend, he called. Oh, and the girlfriend also shows like, yep, I've been arrested, but this is what it was for. So Nathan calls a girlfriend. She's like, I have court this day for it. And he was like, you don't have to go. So here's that. And in the video, the girlfriend's also responding to Jenelle, showing her mugshot and responding to Jenelle, saying that she's been arrested. So she explains like why her arrest. So here it is right here. Just going to answer this for right now. Yes, 2023, I was arrested for criminal speeding, only booked in for a few hours. I'm not from Yuma, Arizona. I was born in Jackson, Mississippi. So it says Anastasia Biddle was booked in Yuma County Detention Center on 7/1/2023 at 6:58 by the Department of Public Safety for the following charges: exceeded posted speed. So she was going over 20 miles per hour over the speed limit, which I mean, most people have at least a time or two, I mean, I probably have once or twice. Not on purpose, but just, you get in the zone driving and you look down and you're like, whoa, slow down a little bit. I mean, I don't make a habit of it. I'm not Ryan Edwards over here going, like 70 miles per hour over the speed limit. But I don't think, getting arrested for speeding is a lot different than getting arrested for like all the things that Jenelle has been arrested for and Nathan's been arrested for. But let's listen to this clip from the call. I cannot believe he called her from jail. Like, Nathan, you cannot call your victim from jail.
But we have a hearing I have a hearing at least. I don't know how that works. I have a hearing on the 1st of next month.
Don't show up, please. Just don't show up.
Why not?
Please.
Why?
Because it'll be dissolved. Everything will be dissolved. You don't have to show up.
Nathan, I'm protecting myself.
I know. Can you please help me, Anastasia?
So she says she has court. He says you don't have to show up. If you don't, all of this will be dissolved. Like, Nathan knows if you don't show up to the court date, they can't move forward with charges. And then I'll get out of jail and they cannot violate me, and they cannot charge me. So if you don't show up, it'll work out great for me. And she says, like, I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to show up. I don't know if she understands what that means, that if she does show up and she testifies that he put hands on her, that he will be violated, he will be charged, he will be spending some time in jail. And she may understand that. She may be A-okay with that because maybe he really did attack her. Maybe he got physical with her, and maybe she's not going to put up with it. I don't know. According to what's being said, that she told Nathan's mom when he got on top of me and scared me. According to what Anna told Doris, was that he did not strangle her, but he got on top of her and it scared her. So that's when she called the police. This recording will be used against him more than likely. So if you go over to her Instagram, she's deleted that off Instagram. By the way, it was on her Instagram, but it's gone now. But if you do go to her story, let me turn this. See, it says story no longer available. And I can show you guys that was one part of her story, but the other part of her story was this. So she posted her like this, hat, glasses, all bundled up with that song, You're My Wasted Love, something, whatever. And then Teen Mom Chatter put this together with like the record of his arrest, where it says custody record, he's 37, male, white, unknown, date of birth, September, custody, status date, April 24th, in custody. And then here's more of the information where it says battery by strangulation, violation of probation, $15,000 bond, no bond here because it's under review due to him being on probation. He's got a probation hold on him more than likely. And this is just some of their former posts before all this popped off. So yeah, that's what her story was. It was this picture with the music, and then it was the call, the clip that she put up of the call. Not sure, what's happening now because she deleted everything. As soon as we know more, I'll let you guys know. Like I said, he's got a hearing. Like I think the hearing is happening right now. So as soon as we know more, I'm going to come right back live with an update as to what happened in the hearing. It may just be that, who knows? I don't know what could happen at this hearing. I don't know if he'll plead guilty, not guilty. I would assume this might be some sort of, what is it, a bond hearing? Or maybe even an arraignment. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is not old news. This happened. He was arrested last night. It said he had bite marks. That's right. It said he had bite marks, which makes me wonder if he had bite marks, why was she not arrested? Why was she not arrested? But whatever he did do, she needs to be honest about it because Nathan clearly has a problem with drinking, mental health problems, and with anger, rage, putting his hands on people. And if he put his hands on her, she needs to let it be known. Like I know a lot of victims, they take back, they don't want to be the reason the person that they're in love with goes to jail or goes to prison. But girl, and I hate this for Nathan, or not for Nathan, for Kaiser. I hate this for Kaiser. And I do hate that Nathan struggles with this. I do think, he has severe PTSD. I think he has severe mental health, mental issues. So it sucks that this is who he is. And he really needs to get help. I've covered Gypsy Rose. I just kind of got away from it recently, but I need to get back into covering Gypsy Rose. I know her show is on right now, so I need to get back into covering her. Yes, Casey, exactly. A lot of people called this. A lot of people was like, you know what? More than likely, something bad's going to happen. Is that the one that you texted me about, baby? Okay. I saw that, J. Marie. I watched her podcast on that. Oh, yeah. He ain't beating up on no men. I ain't never heard of him getting in a fight with a man. It's going to keep happening until he gets the proper mental health care he needs. Yeah. Anyways, you guys, we've been going for almost 40 minutes. We got 427 people in here. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. That's what happened. He allegedly got physical with his girlfriend, Anna, allegedly putting his hands around her neck. Cops were called. He's in jail. He has a hearing that's going on right now. So as soon as I find out what went down in the hearing, I'll come back with another live. I do have a meeting at 6:30 for my son for football. So if we can find out what happened before then, I'll go live. If not, it'll be after that. But make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to keep up with what's happening. I do think it's wild that Jenelle helped him or was going to help him. I think if Jenelle would have had August there, David, she would have scoffed and laughed at him like, how dare you call me? A part of me is like, oh, that's good that you were willing to help. But then another part of me is like, girl, did you not think about what that would mean, that you're bringing this man to your house that's got all of this going on, and how that could turn bad very quickly. Yeah, he needs it. Yeah, intense long-term help. I agree. Anyways, double check. Make sure you're still subscribed. YouTube is bad about unsubscribing people. It happens all the time. We are so close to 100,000 subscribers. So double check if you're not subscribed yet. please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as a part of this channel. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Like this video as well. And yeah, just keep an eye out on the channel. Follow me on my other social media platforms because I post on X, Facebook, and Instagram before I go live. So you can follow me there as well. I do updates over on like my Facebook, usually before I do them here. So follow me there. But I'll be coming back live quickly, very soon. As soon as we know what happened in court, I'll be back live. Thumbs up, and I'll see you guys when we know more about this situation. Bye, guys.